Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews on YouTube. Welcome to the show, guys. The Friday night live stream is in effect for you. If you're lining into right now, as I'm losing my mind currently, I've got some headache medication that I'm going with. If you're joining up right now just to check out the review, naturally, that you're seeing on the thumbnail, take a look at the description down below, and you'll find the timestamp to go right to it there, just so you guys know. Otherwise, we're going to be in for a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, strictly because of the headache that I have right now, which is pretty gnarly, I got to be honest, but I did not want to cancel tonight. It's been a very long and rough week for your boy right now, so I really wanted to come on here and see if I can try and push through and squeeze through it naturally, and do a little fun stuff here. So we'll go all the way through to the end, around 8:30 or so. We'll just whip into the review because I've got it here, and then we'll just see how much further we get into the hour over here. So first day of summer, I guess, yesterday or today, I think it is. But it is definitely in effect here in Southern Cali right now, and it's been a very, very long week for sure. Super chat donation jumping in right off the bat. Bus driver 7332. Thank you so much, Buzz. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Friday. Stay cool with the heat wave approaching. Yes, it is going to be in effect. You already know, Buzz. You already know. And again, thank you so much for the support of the channel, as well as always. Just to segue right into that, should you wish to be like Buzz and contribute that way as well and see your name here in lights any second now, I believe it may have jumped up already, as well as down below right there, is in there on the screen, as well as in the description box down below. Definitely take a look down below in the description box. You'll find ways that you can do that there, or on the first pinned comment on the replay. If you're watching this on Saturday the 22nd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that will be ready to go for you. And naturally, there'll be a review on Sunday coming up at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as well. So I'm glad I got all that stuff done as well too that way this week. It's been a very, very long week. I had a whole sponsored thing that I was doing last weekend, which was a little bit of a distance away, and then I went right into my schedule for the week, and I had some drama that happened during the week. It's been a very, very hard week so far right now. This month has been just kind of crazy. So I'm here right now. I'm glad that I'm here for you. And let's just see if we can just get this going. And hopefully this headache medication will kind of kick in as I'm going throughout the stream here right now. But I've got my fans on and everything is working out. So it is on and popping. Official channel of the Frog Mafia, super chat donation. Let me jump on over and see what we've got here. I think we might have a question. Yes, we do. Official channel. Let me give this a thumbs up and a heart. What it do? Happy Friday, Pete. What's your favorite food conspiracy theory? Wow, I think it's probably going to be the fact that a lot of people thought Chicken McNuggets were made from pink goo. Do a quick search on Google for that and you'll probably see what I'm talking about. A lot of people assume that it wasn't real chicken that was in Chicken McNuggets, and there were videos and pictures and things like that. So McDonald's actually had to create a kind of like a little mini documentary type of thing where they kind of showed somebody going to a facility where they create the Chicken McNuggets and kind of do all the stuff with the grinding of the chicken and putting them into the molds and the presses, and they showed that there. So no pink goo, definitely white meat chicken, and they took out a lot of the artificial colors and stuff like that too with the newer recipe as time has gone by. So that's my biggest, my favorite one actually, was knowing that they were like pink nuggets that kind of like turned into like a white color when they were cooked. And that was that there as well. So definitely a crazy situation with that. So shout outs to you. I appreciate the super chat donation as always there. Official channel, the Frog Mafia. That was a great question with that. You definitely come with those thought-provoking ones there. Let me jump to the very top and see who we've got here right now. Let's see here. Looks like we've got sticker collecting. What's going on, sticker? We got Randy Molina. Urza Enders in effect here as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. I'm glad you dug the 2-edge pizza reviews. You'll see the others in the very near future naturally there. I have to admit that spicy chicken sausage, when I reviewed that a few days ago, pretty lovely situation on that. They're definitely going for that artisan vibe, and I'm totally digging the fact that even though it's like the Edge 2.0, the quality is pretty awesome on that. I have to admit, it's pretty nice. So take a look at the others as time goes by. I'm having fun with those, with that format, with that as well. And yes, the Celtics definitely dominated. Randy, you already know what it is. Everybody is definitely excited for that, especially if you're a Celtics fan, for sure. And Foodie86, hope you're keeping cool. It was 117 today in Phoenix. Yeah, no joke. No joke. For here, it's like in the upper 90s, but it's still crispy. It's definitely crispy. And I'm already feeling it already here filming in my car. So it's definitely a crazy situation. But the good thing is, because my car is a hybrid, I can actually keep the air conditioning running for a while before it just turns off naturally there. So you don't really hear anything, which is kind of cool. So that's definitely going to be helping me out during the summertime for sure. I'm not used to that at all. Let's see. So we've got official channel, The Frog Mafia. Happy Friday, or happy Friday to you too. I appreciate you being here. Matt Dummett's in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on, Matt. Let's see here. ScottRush.com. McDonald's switched to paper straws, and I think I have to start bringing my own in my pocket. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. That they have like those metal ones, or those like collapsible ones that you can use that are reusable. It's not a bad thing, I guess, but one thing I find with those paper straws is that they kind of stick to your lips a little bit when you're trying to, like, you know, when you're drinking from them. So I always think that as time is going by and it's sitting in the soda, it's going to kind of fall apart eventually, and particles will kind of get in there or something. So given that it's summertime, I don't think that's going to be a problem, because people are going to be drinking their drinks pretty quickly, I think. Jeb2K, happy Friday to you. Yes, it's hot. It is. The summer is here, but fall is right around the corner, and Halloween is not that far away, so I'm excited for that. And yes, Robert, I have heard of Dota 2. I have there. I'm just not into that at all for that one there. But it's cool. It's a cool looking game. Definitely a cool looking game. Destructinator 7, what's going on, my friend? Tony Pizza is in effect as well. Thank you so much for jumping on. The Robo Boogie is in effect also that. Galen also, Mr. Holden. Hello, Buckaroos. Great to see you there. Contrail's in effect as well. And Drew, Ziggy had a McDouble for dinner. He's good. Very nice. Very nice, Drew. The ones that I'm taking care of are kind of laid out on my patio right now. It's that hot out that they're just like little sacks of cat meat that are just laying. You know, I kind of opened up my screen to look down, and one of them, you know, her name is Daphne that I named her. She looks back at me like very lazy, like, you know, you're disrupting me right now. I'm trying to nap, you know? So I'm like, I'm going to be streaming for a little bit. I'll see you guys after, you know? So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm glad that the cats are doing well, Mr. Drew's Food Reviews. Let's see here. Who else do we have in effect here? Michael Lambert, thanks so much for sharing out to the community there. I appreciate that. And again, I'm going to see how far I get into this tonight. Like I said, guys, I took some aspirin, I want to say about maybe 15 minutes ago, and it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes or so to kind of take effect, hopefully, with that too there. It's just been a very long week, very stressful one. So I'm glad to be on here with you guys and to see you guys. And sometimes you have to kind of push to kind of, you know, get through a little bit there. We'll see how we do for tonight. And Galen, no, I won't be reviewing any sour Powerades. I definitely won't. I know which ones you're talking about, though. But it's great to see all of you guys on here tonight. Thanks so much for jumping on. Again, a very happy Friday to all of you guys here as well. It's been a very busy week. Like I said, plenty of Italian fast food style goodness there coming from Papa John's, so to speak, with their cheesy burger pizza. The return of that there, a different name, but naturally adding the Papa Bites version, which I did recently. A lot of good stuff there, and then obviously leading right into the Edge 2.0, aka the Chicago Tavern style pizzas from Pizza Hut. Good times there as well too that way. So hopefully you guys won't be sick of pizza for a little bit. But at the same time, I'm digging it, because pizza, as far as I'm concerned, is life. I love pizza. I can eat it all the time. So different versions of it, I'm there for it. You know, so it's good stuff there for sure. Urza Ender, think Peep This Out. Did you see Mountain Dew Red, White, and Blue? Yes, I actually have all three of them, but I will not be doing those tonight because I'd rather review that closer to 4th of July. Although my buddy, The Endorsement, just launched his review tonight, so make sure you jump on over and give that a look-see if you want a little preview of that one there. And of course, let him know Ian K sent you for sure. But yeah, he came across those. We were talking about that recently, so he kind of happened upon them. Same way that I did recently, too. I didn't expect to find those much closer to, or actually not that far out from 4th of July. So I was kind of surprised to see them now. I don't really have a lot of luck when it comes to some of these promo drinks. But there was that one there. I'm also looking for the one from 7-Eleven. I actually went today to see if I can find that exclusive pineapple variant as well too there, but no luck there too. So, but do watch very soon for the Mountain Dew. I do have the red, the blue, and the white. And we'll do those all in one review as we get closer towards 4th of July. So I got you, not to worry. Larry Nguyen, what's going on? Attention, everyone. I have not been on the live stream tonight. Family problem. No worries. No worries. Shout outs to you there, Larry. You'll have the replay available to you as well. So I hope everything is going okay for you. I know you've been dealing with a few things the last couple of weeks for sure, especially last week there. But no worries. No worries. No worries there. We're shouting out to you and hope everything is going to be okay. Not wearing short shorts tonight, Drew. But I'm comfortable at least, which is good. Uh-oh, we got another question. I have a feeling here. Yes, a channel, official channel of the Frog Mafia. What do we have here, my friend? What do we have? Another peep question. If you can go back in time in any year in the entirety of human history, which would it be? I would say 1947, because I would want to see the crash landing in Roswell. I would want to confirm the UFO crash in Roswell 1947, because that would be just kind of crazy to see. So in everything up to this point, naturally, that's the one year that I've always wanted to kind of see, you know, what really happened during that time, because obviously with the whole proliferation of like nuclear energy and the bombs and stuff like that, that's when UFOs started making themselves kind of more known. I would love to go back and see what's going on with that for sure. So yes, I think that would be what I would like to do for sure. In the entirety of human history too. So it's more or less not that far off into the distant past, but not to the point where it's like way back in the very beginning where there was hardly any technology of any type. So at least it wouldn't be too bad. So I would like to be in Roswell, New Mexico when that event happened to confirm yay or nay with what actually landed there. So yes. And yes, Tony Montana, as I'm scrolling up over here really quickly, yes, Donald Sutherland unfortunately has passed away at age 88. I know it's kind of a very sad thing. You know, obviously he lived a very, very good life, very healthy and full, rich life for sure. An amazing actor in there. Some of the classic movies as well. I always think of Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Leonard Nimoy, the remake back in the 70s. That was around when I was born, so I remember that one as a kid. Very, very crazy with that one for sure there. And then obviously the Hunger Games and all some of the various character actor movie stuff that he's been in. Just a fantastic actor. So I saw the post from Kiefer Sutherland. Very, very, very sad, unfortunately. I know we're losing a lot of great people. We really are. It's the way that life goes, but at the same time, you're never really prepared for it. But every day seems like there's something. You kind of brace to check when you go onto Twitter and you check the search stuff on the side there, and you're hoping you're not going to see anything crazy. But there's always something that goes on. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's see. Shout outs to Rick Gerald. What's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on, and definitely prayers up for Larry as well. Shout outs to Larry Nguyen, of course. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Robert Gall is such a professional peep. I appreciate it. I try and squeeze through as much as I can here, so I'm really hoping, like I said, that the medicine kicks in. Otherwise, I have one of those gel caps that I have in the freezer that you can put on, and it's completely cold, so you put like a towel over your face so it doesn't shock you too much. And I'm just gonna lay there and try and rest tonight. So later on tonight, I'll actually put this stream together once I start feeling a little bit better. So you guys will have the replay tomorrow at 3, or I might just save it for the morning if I really am not up for it. So just count on this replay being available for you Saturday at 3 p.m. And then we'll do the regular schedule you'll see coming up this week. I'm glad I have a few things already kind of in the can already when these things happen. So that way you don't really notice too much of a break, you know, in between, which is kind of nice. So let's see here. Drew, Ian is totally gnarly tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Gnarly headache, but I'm gnarly in general. I appreciate that. Michael Domayer, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Thanks so much for jumping on. And yes, Tony Montana definitely lost one of the greats for sure. Let's see here. So it's Saiyan Warrior. What's going on? Love your work, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a lot of fun doing what I do. You already know. What it do, official? What's going on, Nayray? Shout outs to you there. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you guys are digging the content. It's been a lot of fun. I've really been digging my thumbnails the last week or so. I have so much fun putting those together for you guys, and I just love looking at those things. After they're done, I'm like, man, this is, I don't know. There's very few peeps out there that are kind of putting stuff out there like that. I know that the endorsement, he's doing his thing. You know, he does it the same, similar type of style, but different in his own way. But we're always loving to kind of show that food front and center and just kind of really make those things jump off the screen for you. So it's always fun putting that stuff out there. And that fool puts in the work too. I mean, he's just like every single day. I don't know how I couldn't do that. I can't do that personally in my world. It's just craziness. But yeah, he's like a machine also when it comes to this stuff that we've been doing it for so long. James Morrison, people, you get into the groove and give us a full show. I have faith in you. We'll see how we do. I'll try and stretch as close as I can here. But like I said, right now I'm banging. Even though I always say I'm banging in my reviews, I'm banging right now. So it's just kind of is what it is. It's kind of one of those things where you can feel your heartbeat because of that pressure that's in there. So it's craziness. Sammy, guess what's coming to San Diego this September? Sammy, let me know what is coming up in San Diego this September. I'm probably going to say that you're going to be in San Diego. Who knows? But let me know here in the chat, of course. So good times from all you guys there. Yeah, Pinku or not, I love the nuggets. Yeah, I'm telling you, Destructinator, I'm right there with you. Chicken McNuggets are pretty awesome. I just hate having to take out a small loan to get a 10-piece these days because it's out of control over here. I'm on the fence with wanting to do the pineapple stuff over at Carl's Jr. because a starting burger is 10 bucks. $10 for that. I can't even tell you. That's ridiculous. Just to have a slice of pineapple and teriyaki sauce on either a chicken sandwich or a burger, $10. So if you guys really want to see it, I want to see you guys let me know, you know, if you want to see stuff like that. Even put like a burger in the chat, or do me a favor, give me a pineapple here in the chat because I'll have to choose between doing the burger or the chicken or both. I don't know. But it's a crazy situation, and hopefully this is not going to get stuck the way it appears to be right now. But fortunately, you have the real running tally on the screen next to you if you're on desktop, or down below if you're watching this on mobile right now. PB, what's going on? There we go. Oh, we got some pineapples coming through. We'll see if there's an abundance, and we'll see about making that happen if I see that there. I've had a chance to actually do that for the last week and a half. It's been available here in early access for a while, but I'm like, I can't bring myself to do it with all the other stuff that I've been doing. That's why I'm telling you, when you guys are doing the super chats and the super thanks on the videos and stuff, that stuff goes right back into it, and that's really going to be the saving grace to kind of help with some of the stuff here, because here in Southern Cali, it's no joke, guys. Right now, it is, I have to really watch budgets, and I'm trying to make sure I stay ahead of where I have to. And I have a lot of companies that are calling me and asking me to do certain things, which helps a lot of things too. But it's just a lot of balancing and juggling from there to there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So let's see here. Shout outs to Contrail is saying there. Shout outs to my buddy. Is it Otney, I think? Nothing crazy, just seems like they're having a good week. Very cool, very cool. Dante Reed, my friends are already graduating yesterday. I really missed them. Wow, this is the time of the year for all of that. You already know. You already know. Let's see. Urza, what's your favorite moment from Inside Out 2? I couldn't tell you because I haven't seen Inside Out 1. I haven't watched yet. So we'll have to see about that. I'm hearing it's getting pretty good reviews, though. Inside Out 2, I'm hearing, is better than the original one, too. So, yeah. Robo Boogie, I love Domino's so much more than Pizza Hut. You know, I do get Domino's a little bit more than Pizza Hut, strictly because they're right around the corner from me, which is not very far away, obviously, there. But they've been kind of hit or miss with some of the quality that I've been getting when I order on my own lately. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. But Pizza Hut, they have some pretty awesome promo stuff. I just wish Domino's did more of the promo rotation for some of their things, a little bit in line as well. And Randy, I haven't come across those flavors yet of Pepsi. I've been looking for the peach one specifically, and no go. Still looking for that. Yeah. Robo, my favorite is Detroit pizza. I love thick crust pizza like that too, my friend. So I'm right there with you. You already know. Kyle Broussard, what's going on, my friend? I guess it saved you time by having to review already there, but rather than having to get it, yes, you already know. You already know. Lynn, what's going on? I saw his review, no spoiler. Try not to spoil here. Try not to spoil. Urza Enter, do you have some summer donuts from Krispy Kreme in the future? Well, they actually have a new sweetness collection, I think, for July 4th already. I think is already on their site. So I've been meaning to actually check those out there. They're not too much different from what I remember, because I remember I did a Let Sweetness Ring, I think, last year. But they do already have, if you take a look at KrispyKreme.com, they're already on point with those donuts already. So we'll have to see there as well. Trisha is having chili dogs for supper. Nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, let me make my way down here as we're going. Let's see here. Dante was so emotional about my friend's graduation from yesterday. No worries, my friend. I know this is that time for it. You already know what it is. Fox 250R, he loved it. What's going on? Drew, Star Spangled Twinkies? Actually, no, but have you heard of the Slurpee Twinkies? Yes, Slurpee Twinkies coming your way from 7-Eleven. If you haven't heard, if you don't know, now you know. Good, crazy stuff. Legit, too. I'm not kidding. Let's see here. Nayray, you are quick with the answers tonight. I don't know. Aspirin was was a PT. I'm trying, my friend. Believe me. I kind of have like that cold type of sweat too from having a headache like that. It's craziness right there. And yes, Skeletor, Donald Sutherland is the GOAT. He really was. He really was. And it sounds so strange to say it in past tense now. But he lived a very full life. I mean, 88 is pretty awesome. It really is. It's pretty awesome. Dom's World, Halloween is just around the corner. Yes, I'm excited. I am already excited there. And actually, at the end of next month, I'll be putting up the lights already there for the season to get ready for it. So the end of July, beginning of August is when that's going to go into effect. I'm looking forward to it. And official channel, actually, yes, Twitter is no longer, it's called X, the everything app or something. I don't know why they don't just call it Twitter X, to be honest. I mean, X is this, it is what it is. But Elon Musk, it's his thing. What are you going to do? Chi-Town Bulls 5, yes, I enjoy breakfast burritos without a doubt. Oh, we're getting jumped up over here. Nayray, what's your favorite part of the pop-out? That looked like a banging situation down there in Southern California. What was your favorite part from the pop-out? Nayray, what do you mean by the pop-out? Am I missing something over here? That looked like a banging situation down there in Southern Cali. Which part? I'll wait for that response real quick, Nayray. Which one? I should know that. Let me give it a like and a heart over here for you. But just put it into the chat here real quick. It's like a pop-up, if anything. But give me an idea of what that is there from the pop-out. What was your favorite part from the pop-out? That looked like a banging situation down there in Southern Cali. I'll swing down over here and check just to see. Oh, Kendrick Lamar's concert this week. I think, well, wasn't it that the beef that they still having with Drake? If that's the case, I think that was making some play online in there as well too. So my guess is probably going to be the fallout that you're going to hear from that, because that's kind of what I'm more interested in hearing about, believe it or not. Nothing against Kendrick Lamar, I like his music, but I'm kind of curious to know what that's all about, for sure. Oh, too much there. Official channel of the Frog. Peep is one of one. Yes, I am. There is only one of me, as there is only one of each of every one of you guys. That is for sure. But you guys are all part of the familia collectively. So that's actually a good thing. Ed Keaton, what's going on? Happy Friday. Scott Rush would like to see a review of Keebler's. And shout outs again to Nayray over here. Shout outs. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would love to see Keebler's sandwich crackers review. Just the regular standard Keebler's crackers? I'd probably have to find something special with them, just to see. And Ed Keaton, shout outs to you there. Happy Friday, Ian and everyone. Sorry for being late. I didn't get the notification about the live stream until the last minute. Hope you're all doing well. No worries, no worries, no worries. You guys should all know, to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday, just check in. Chances are I will be there. I will be there. So shout outs to you there. Thanks so much for jumping on, Ed. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing okay. And Robo Boogie, don't stay on the stream too long if you're not feeling great. Trust me, I'm making my way right now, but it's I already feel like I'm waiting for the aspirin to kick in. So it's one of these things. I should have taken probably a gel tablet instead of just the hard pill of those things. So have to see. Ed Keaton, I turned 52 this past Monday. Ed, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to the one and only Ed Keaton. Happy birthday to you. That's right. We also sang for you last week too. So let me just sing it again one more time for you and your brother Lito as well too. But yes, 52, my friend. I'll be 51 if you can imagine that in a few months, which is crazy. It's crazy. I'm always being told I don't look 50, but then again, I remember what my dad looked like when he was 50, and I definitely don't look like my dad like that. So I guess I'm doing okay. We'll have to see here, but. We got plenty of pineapples that are in effect here as well, so we'll have to see. Like I said, it's with the schedule this week, I'll see if I can get to it there. We'll see what we can do there as well. But man, these prices, they're craziness. They really are. Alvin Jenkins, yo, love your videos down here in San Antonio, Texas. How hot is it down there for you guys? Because that's got to be a little bit of a heated situation, I was thinking, especially San Antonio. I remember coming out in August to Galveston a few years back for a convention, which the infamous convention that many of you guys are aware of, And I remember that dry, humid heat that it was. I should say it wasn't dry and humid at the same time. It was started off dry, but then as we were there, it was very, very humid. But definitely good times, definitely good times. But shout outs to you there, Alvin. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. I'm glad you're digging the content for sure. Contrail, do you know what that pineapple means? It means you're in for a good time. Oh, there you go. There you go. And if I create the video, that would be for you guys. You're in for a good time as well, too, to have a pineapple slice and some teriyaki sauce. That actually sounds pretty good. I got to admit, that really is a summer thing for sure. Nayray, let me know if you need to hold $10 for a pineapple burger. We need the content, brother. No worries right there. Like I said, all these donations that you guys are putting into the channel, it goes right into the fund that I do there when I'm planning my budgetary stuff there along with my regular life. And trust me, everything is on point with that. But thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Much love to you as well. And M, the wifey is fine. The wifey is fine. Let's see here. Peep looking awesome tonight. I appreciate you, Isabel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I felt as good as you think I'm looking right now, but it's all good. So guys, last week for this client that I have, I actually drove out to Bakersfield, California, which is about 120 miles, kind of like northwest? Yeah, northwest. I guess northwest up towards like desert area. Like it's like if you were going to like say Vegas, it's like going further left and you're going a little bit further out. Because that was the only spot where the location was doing something that I needed to do. So the drive alone, I got to say on a hybrid, I was very surprised because it was like sipping gas along the way. I was really very happy with the gas mileage and averaging about 45 to 50 miles a gallon. It wasn't bad at all. But it really was, I got to say, just overall, just a long day. So by the time I got back from that, that was kind of the start of what I was experiencing for the week. And then some dramas, some stuff that came up that I had to do and things just like at the last minute there. And I was putting the finishing touches on some of the videos that you saw later in the week. And then it just kind of everything began to creep up. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. So I guess I shouldn't really expect to be 100% still. So that's kind of where I'm at there. It takes me a little bit of while to get back to normal. But we'll have to see about as we go further in. But thankfully that last week is history now. So now I can focus on doing what I have to do. For this coming week up, and then also some of the newer things that you're going to see. This project that I went to go do is actually not going to be out until the beginning of July, so you'll see that around that time there. So you'll know more when the time comes with that as well. But it was fun. It was definitely fun to check out that day for sure. But the heat, I got to tell you, was pretty wild. We have a lot of wildfire stuff that's happening, so I drove through the mountainous area where it was happening, and I was able to see to my left side flames up in the hills, and they were trying to put out the fire. It was all like as the freeway was going around. Plus it was very windy, so you can kind of feel the car kind of like, you know, you can feel the wind. It was nuts. It was really, really nuts. So for any of you people in the burn countries or any of this where you have some of those things that are happening, you got to be careful with speed and driving. It was pretty crazy, I got to admit. Let's see here. Ian, you need to have a review already there by you rather than having to get it next time. Not to worry, not to worry. I actually have it right over here for tonight anyway. That's that for sure. Let's see. Yes, they also have new fried zucchini star. Actually, you know what? They have with the fried zucchini in general, which is one of my favorite things as a snack over there for sure. So no surprise that they would merge those together for sure. With something like that too, which is good. Let's see here. Let me go further on down the line. Gary, we haven't had an A&W restaurant here in a bunch of years as well. So no go for A&W here in this area for sure. Destructor Native 7, appreciate the super chat donation. And see, question we've got here for those long drives. What do you listen to? Are you a podcast guy? You know, I actually kind of a lot of the live streams that I see my other, I guess my other buddies in the community that they do for their channels, I usually listen to those because I actually have my phone connected Andrew Auto to my car, so I'm actually able to listen to all that stuff. But I'm usually listening to either stuff that they do on their live streams, or I'm listening to UFO podcasts, which is kind of fun to do, actually. I admit doing that at night, which is kind of cool when I'm driving at the same time. So occasional Spotify music here and there, but I usually like to catch up on my content. And listen to some of those things there as well too. So for people that love to do that, because I sometimes get direct messages from you guys letting me know that you do the same thing if you're driving and then you kind of have me playing on your car and listening to what I'm talking about, whatever that may be, which blows me away. Thank you for that. I do the same thing. So I'm pretty simple that way. But I do like to catch up on content when I'm driving. That gives me a chance to relax and to kind of listen to some of those things. So absolutely podcasting, Spotify through my car, as well as YouTube. Naturally, I have it running on my phone. I can't see it, but I'm listening to what they're talking about, which is cool. Grumblebean, what's going on? Grumbleman, what's going on? Great to see you on here. An official channel of the Frog Mafia. That was CraveCon, the convention. Reading between the lines there. It was definitely a crazy situation there. Shout out to Isabel, Peep, and graduating college this past week. Very nice. Very, very nice. I remember when I did that as well. There's nothing like that feeling of walking across the stage as a quote-unquote adult, getting your diploma and graduating from college. That's an awesome situation right there. Shout outs to you. Nayray, Dr. Dre was there and performed California Love. Of course, Nayray. Of course he was. That's the and he's performing it here in Southern Cali, so we got to do that. All right, so let me see here. Last couple of things, and we'll jump into the review that I've got over here too right now. Hang on one second. Let's see here. Grumble Band and my girlfriend is almost doctor. Very cool. Kyle Broussard, I was in the Gorman chain. Horse trailer was dragging and it was spark causing a fire. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the Gorman fire, right? That's the, is that exactly what happened with that? Because that's craziness. That's crazy. Yeah, it's been craziness right there. Let's see, is that GN4 Mander? What's going on? What's up, what's up, what's up? Thanks so much for jumping on, guys. I appreciate that. And Dom, ever planning on trying crumble cookie? You know what? If something looks absolutely outrageous, I would like to do it. I can't do that every week, and especially at $5 a cookie, that's crazy. So it's got to be something really, really awesome. I almost did the Wonka cookie when they came out with that, but by the time I was getting ready to do it, they were sold out and they weren't going to be getting them in again, and it's a weekly rotation that they do. So it is what it is right there. John Warwick, watching you from our home in San Felipe, Mexico. Shout outs to all of you guys down south over there. Hope you're doing okay, and hopefully the weather is somewhat cool for you. But shout outs to you there, John and family, and everybody else watching there. Thank you, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tony, who is your client? I can tell you that. NDA situation. But you'll find out the beginning of July, and we'll talk about it after that. So good times there. All right, guys, I think it is time to grab this review. So we're going to pretend like I just left real quick and I'm back again. So now, thankfully, we're here. And guess what? The chat didn't have to reload because I was like that. You guys didn't even see me go super, super fast. So we are in on it right now. We are going to get down with this. And this should be pretty interesting, I think. I saw this about a week and a half ago. And I was like, I doubt we're going to get this in our area because I just don't have any luck with stuff like this. But then lo and behold, it actually was here. And I was actually picking up something at a local CVS. And I was like, okay, let's give this a try. And I was like, I can't believe it's here. But thankfully, it's in like a small little bag. So I don't have to worry about, if I don't like this, buying a large version of it there. So without further ado, and as you probably knew already from the thumbnail, if you're watching this on the replay right now, and Isabel, you mean pharmacy and dentist? No, just the pharmacy at CVS. Although they do have stuff for dental things there, but nope, pharmacy to pick up. I was walking around waiting for my stuff to get done because I was told that it was going to be ready, and when I got there, they still needed like 10-15 minutes. So I'm like, all right, let me just kind of peruse around. It was nice and cool in there. And I came across Ruffles Korean style sweet and spicy chili. And none of the stores around my area have this. This has been out for a little bit now. It's limited time. It's new. Ruffles have ridges, as you can see there. But Korean style, that's the big draw with this right here. This is the first time they've done something like this. But it definitely looks pretty awesome for what it is. I mean, Korean style sweet and spicy chili. And if you take a look on the very back here, I think it just has kind of a basic thing. Because when you have ridges, the crunchies are crunchier, the dipping strength multiplies, and the chips become Ruffles. That's basically what it says right there. But it looks pretty interesting. This whole bag, 380 calories, or per serving is 150 or so. But we'll give you another look here. So it looks like we've got some sweet and spicy action right there. I guess we have, is that like dragon fruit or something that they're showing off to the side? Then you have some jalapenos. or red peppers right there as well. But Korean style sweet and spicy chili. I thought we would give this one a shot. And who knows, this may be something that kind of maybe help with my headache here if this really goes right up there as well. So before I smell this, I will let you take a look on the inside. Look at this, guys. Look at how much I can go forward and there's nothing in here. This portion was $2.69 for that amount of the bag, if you can imagine that. That amount of the bag, guys, $2.69. So this is the world we live in right now, guys. It is absolutely crazy. So is it garlic? Joyce, is it garlic? I don't know. It doesn't look like garlic because if you look at the end of it, garlic doesn't have like that little nub. It almost looks like something, I guess maybe it could be garlic clove, I guess, but I don't know. Interesting though, for what it is. But considering Korean style, I mean, I always think of Special Korean Q or Korean Q, whatever that was from Wingstop when I reviewed that back in the day. I always think of something along those lines. So I'm thinking like a kimchi or something along those lines. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this smells almost teriyaki-like, a little bit of spiciness. Yeah, that's actually a very rich, deep, pretty vibrant type of situation there. And yes, they have ridges. And there we go. Focus, focus, focus. This is dusted pretty nicely here, guys. Pretty nicely. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, you can really smell. There's like some type of a teriyaki spice. I mean, it's pungent. Korean style sweet and spicy chili. Let's give this a shot. Ruffles, brand new. Limited time and CVS, $2.69 here in Southern Cali. Sweet. Okay, there we go. I was waiting for the spice to kick in. I'm getting more of a teriyaki vibe with this. But the red peppers, the jalapeno peppers it tastes like, or like they're red, they're pretty strong with this. I wouldn't say it's like a really strong chili flavor. This is not going to burn your face off or anything. It's got the light sizzle, almost kind of like the spicy marinara sauce on the tavern style pizzas from Pizza Hut. It's not super strong, but it's got the Asian flair, if I can call it that. So I'm getting like the red pepper. The chili is light. The sweetness is there. Let's keep going. It's different. I mean, it's a tasty Ruffles chip because it's thick. I'm not getting garlic if that's supposed to be garlic. That's not kind of even playing with my head at all. It doesn't even taste like that. But as you can see, they're ridged up nicely, but they're dusted beautifully. I mean, these are very heavily coated for what this is. But I have to admit, the red pepper, I'm really getting a lot of that, and the sweetness is there as well. But again, for some reason, there's like a teriyaki vibe. And I guess that's kind of like the default that they fall back to kind of give you like that Asian flair a little bit with it. So it's a little bit more of like an elevated teriyaki. It's got some sweetness, but the red pepper is really standing out. And I don't know if it's because the way that it is on the bag, because it's definitely elevated. It's definitely elevated. I mean, it's a good chip. I think if I would have found this for like on sale for like $3 and change, because $2.69 is what it is normally, I think I would like it. I would keep eating these, but I don't know about Korean. There, I mean, I get the whole vibe. It's a marketing thing, but I mean, I like it. I mean, it's definitely got something pretty tasty going with it there. And for Fox 250R, I don't love it, but I like it. I mean, it's not bad. Let's go for a couple more on this. The more I'm getting into it, the more I'm getting more of that flavor naturally, because that's usually what happens with these chips. But the Korean thing, I think if they would have just had like just sweet and spicy chili, I guess for marketing it sounds better to go Korean style with this. I'm trying to get a good sized chip over here. There we go. Let's just go for a couple more on this. but they're dusted beautifully. I know it's not coming through. It's a little contrasty right there. It's kind of adjusting there with the light, but totally blue. There we go. Coming back. It's decent. Like I said, for something brand new, you don't see stuff like this from Ruffles too often. This is usually like a Lay's thing. So I like this. I would recommend trying this over. See if you can find these at 7-Eleven or anything like that too, with these little mini bags, because that's usually where they do a lot of these types of things. Any of the mini marts, Circle K's even. But for on its own, I mean, I like this. I think it presents well. The flavor is decent. There's more of the red pepper chili, I guess, type of action that I'm getting with some sweetness there, but it's more of the red than anything else. So again, a little bit of a teriyaki vibe that it kind of leaves on the tongue right away. And I can't even tell if that even has some type of teriyaki something in it. Let me just see if I can see here. Soybean, monosodium glutamate. So it does have MSG. So technically, I think that's where some of it may be coming from. So yeah, natural and artificial flavors. So I think that's really where this may be coming from. So this does have a little MSG action in it here. So be careful if you're watching any of that stuff, because this has it. It's got garlic powder, according to this as well too, and it has red 40 as long as it's not red 4. So obviously it's natural and artificial at the same time. So it is what it is. Let's go for another couple on these and then we'll wrap up this with the rating coming up next. Hang on. That red pepper action is pretty pronounced though, and then the sweetness is up there too. So not bad, not bad. We'll go for the one with the hole in the bottom right over there as the final one. Do me a favor, drop some comments down below if you're watching this on the replay, or if you're right here in the chat if you'd like. And if you want to comment down below, let me know what you thought of this particular one. Is this something that you're excited to try? I mean, is the whole idea of the Korean style flair, does that entice you to give it a go? Because I think it makes a difference being on a chip that's thicker with ridges, because you can get a lot more of the powder and the coating, and then naturally anything you can dip into is going to be a bonus. So I think this flavor works well because it's on a thicker chip and it's heavily dusted, so it's all in the nooks and the crannies, and it's flavorful for each one. So this has a little bit of an advantage over a straight Lay's chip for that reason, and the flavor is pretty good. Again, the sweet and spicy action is not bad, guys, not bad whatsoever. So let's go for one more chip. We'll wrap the review with the rating coming up next, and we'll move on with the stream. But so far, not bad, guys, not bad for what it is. A nice little tasty chip variation, Korean style, from Ruffles. Let's go for one more and we'll wrap this part of it up. Hang on. I'm gonna go 8.2. 8.2 on this one. I mean, 8's kind of like the baseline if something is just tasty and if it works. I mean, that's usually what I give most of my stuff there. If it's anything higher than that, it's got to be something extreme or a reason for it. So I'm going to give this one a few extra because the thickness of the chip is on point. It's got a lot of the dusting in there as well. Now, granted, the inside of the bag, it is what it is. Is this worth $2.69? Well, considering the flavor and the amount that's in there, I guess it's not horrible. I guess I wouldn't mind it so much if the bag was a little bit smaller, because psychologically, I'm opening up a bag that's got a lot of air in it, so automatically your mind goes there. But it is what it is for the most part there. It's a tasty chip. They're done pretty well. It's got a lot of decent flavor. The whole Korean thing is kind of playing with my head a little bit. But it does have the Asian flair, a little bit of that teriyaki vibe. And again, it does have a little bit of MSG in here, according to this. So be a little careful with that. So tasty for what it is. I'd love to see some other promo flavors from Ruffles. But I got to admit, this is a pretty tasty chip, guys. It really is. And even though Cheetos has the Cheeto fingers for the dusting, they don't really have a name for it for Ruffles. But because this one has got some coating on it there, it's definitely got Korean style fingertips afterwards. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. So tasty, guys. Tasty for what that one is right there. But I'm glad you like those. I'm glad you like those, some of you guys. Carl Broussard, how is Mama Peeps? Oh my goodness, how is Mama Peeps? It's been a long week with that, guys. My mom has had to go to the hospital a couple of times just to be sure she's okay for something, and things that they just have to be careful about. Very stressful, but she's fine. She's okay. It's just a precautionary thing. It's just that whenever they have to do what they do, it gives me agita because I'm in the middle of doing stuff and it's just very uncomfortable. But she does have a new phone coming her way. I got her a new phone, which is going to be delivered, so we can actually get that going. to help the situation she has, because she has a flip phone that she's kind of used to using on her shoulder a lot, and eventually the screen kind of goes. And I keep kind of explaining, you got to be careful with these types of things, but you know, it is what it is. So finally that's going to be taken care of there. So it's been a little bit of a struggle this week there, but your boy is on it. That's all I have to say, taking care of everything that I have to do. And I don't mind it one bit, because I love my mom. You know, I have to take care and make sure she has what she needs and everything is good. So I love working with the team that she has and all of her people and the doctors and all of those things there as well. So this stuff keeps me sane from all of that other stuff going on in my world. So but yeah, it's been a very, very long week. So yeah, it is what it is. So the way that I look at it is, my mom and my parents took care of me most of my life, you know, naturally there. So the least that I could do is return the favor, right? I mean, that's usually what happens, is you eventually take care of your parents, and you try and do that in any way, shape that you can. So it's important for that, because it's just what you have to do. So, but she's okay. You know, I spoke to her before, and she's doing okay. It's just been a long week of just a lot of back and forth and a lot of things. So, and I'm pretty tired from doing a lot of work for stuff too there as well. So that's why I say I really love what I do here on the channel and for you guys, and I'm so grateful to be able to do it. And I really can't say it or express it that any other way to you guys because of that. So whatever lack of sleep that I have, as you can probably see in my eyes here over this past week, just know that it's you know, you got to put in the work to get to where you want to be, and that's exactly where I keep doing. I keep pushing. You know, you just got to keep going. You know, there's no looking back. I mean, well, I take that back. My grandmother always said, you can look back, just don't stare. And that's a very, very important thing. If you remember anything from the stream tonight, and anything that's going to help you with anything you have going on in your world and things that may not be going well for you, just remember that. You can always look back. You can think, you know, things that you can't change that already happened. You can look back. Just don't stare. Just look back and casually look, and then just turn around and just keep going forward and do what you got to do there. So that is the best advice that I can give you guys tonight. As I feel my I think my aspirin is beginning to work, as I feel cold all of a sudden. My head is feeling cold. So anyway, guys, this was a lot of fun to check out tonight. I know it wasn't anything super outrageous. I came across this and I'm like, you know, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this on the stream with you guys, because I want to see what this is all about. And I do have, obviously, the Mountain Dew flavors, those 3 of them, that I'll be doing closer to 4th of July. I have to take a look at the calendar and see where that falls, and kind of see, maybe we'll do it like a week or 2 before, or maybe the week before. We'll figure out there. But I wanted to make sure that, you know, naturally I have my stuff here and it's in the fridge, and I want to be scrambling around trying to find it. So we'll see what we shall see with that there. Let's see here. Ed Keaton, be careful if you have MSG. If you suffer from migraines, it could trigger them. No worries. I'm done with the chips tonight. I'm definitely good. And I had dinner before the stream, so I'm just going to be cracking open a drink, and I'm going to be putting on my cap right after the stream here in a few minutes. So that's my plan for this evening. For sure. Let's see. Spence, just got back from my brothers in time for some Peep. Thanks so much for jumping on, Spence. You'll have the replay available to you Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for anything you may have missed up till this point. But thank you for jumping on. I hope you had a good time over with the familia. Contrail, damn, now I'm thinking of pineapples. You already know. And I appreciate that, Robo Boogie. I appreciate the prayer hands. Thank you so much for that. And yes, Destructinator, she is a tough cookie. She is. She absolutely is. Appreciate that, Tony Pizza. Good work, Ian. You're a good son. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, my mom always says that whenever I am over there and I'm helping her do stuff. And you know, I just don't know it to be any other way. So that's just, I don't know. I think that's just expected of children for their parents. You should just help take care of them and stuff. So good times. James Morrison, wow, that's amazing. Don't stare. Yes, don't keep dwelling on what was. You can look back, just don't stare. Nothing you can do about it. You got to keep moving forward. Facts and feelings. Peeps, have you tried the new Sonic Orange Vanilla Slush from Ice Cream with Boba? I have not, actually. I have not. It's been a while since I've done a Sonic review with anything that really looks like worthwhile for that there as well. So I'll take a look and see there, because I usually try and make my rounds depending upon what comes out for sure. Kyle, okay, so Thursday is July 4th. So that following, the week before is when we'll do the Mountain Dew goodies. for that there. Thank you. Shout outs to you there. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we'll know when to plan that one there. Connor Brown, what's going on? Trying to squash a headache and not feeling so well for there. So definitely I'll be doing what I got to do. Contrail, what was for dinner tonight? Chicken breast. Actually, cooking chicken breast. And that was actually some good stuff with some Chick-fil-A sauce. I buy the Chick-fil-A sauce at the market whenever I go. And I like having that, like the squeegee bottle of that there. That stuff is really, really good. So I enjoyed that with a little bit of spaghetti, a little olive oil, a little bit of Parmesan cheese on that, just a little bit. It is good stuff. It is good stuff. Big Dumb Idiot Club, missed everything because of my birthday. No worries, my friend. You're here now. Thank you so much for jumping on. And again, you will have the replay available to you guys at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday as well. So shout outs to all of you guys in there too. So guys, with that, let me take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you again. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight, for being part of the story always that is Peep This Out reviews here on YouTube. As I'm getting older, as I'm moving forward in time with you guys, and as we're trying to do what we need to do, again, things just continue to roll on. We're now halfway into the year, and it's going to go very, very fast. Once 4th of July hits, typically after that, that's when everything begins to race. So be prepared for just a very quick succession of holidays as we lead into the final part of the year. And then guys, into 2025. I know it's too early to even be talking like that already, but it's crazy to think about how far we've come, especially considering everything that's happened up to this point. And I got to tell you guys, it's just been a consistent learning process, and everything as I'm going with all of these things there as well too there. So a lot of fun stuff coming up in the near future. As always, you'll see them here on the channel. You'll see all the new reviews, all the new products. But again, I'm trying to kind of balance things out there as well too that way, in terms of just being able to buy a lot of this food, because although a lot of you guys think I'm heavily sponsored by all the places that I review, but that's simply not the case. So I'm buying my food just like you guys are, and they just happen to be making it looking pretty nice. So I have a lot of great people that work pretty diligently here in my local area that just the stuff just looks good. I can't hate on them for that at all. A lot of people think because I'm always giving, high scores and everything is always like they know I'm coming, that's why they make the food like that. It's not really the case. So, but again, anything that's put in there, I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to do this here on the channel for you guys. And again, it warms my heart. It keeps me active. And while my world is as crazy as ever outside of YouTube and what you're seeing here on my channel, believe me, we've all got something going on. Just know that as long as we just stick together, we band together, we keep pushing forward, and try and stay as happy as possible and keep things in perspective, control the controllables, and don't sweat the things that you can't control. You just focus on what you have, not what you don't. I always kind of run my channel like I have 2 or 3 million subscribers. I look at it that way because that's how I want to be. That's where I want to be, and that's where I want to keep it moving forward. And I want to make it look as good as it possibly can, and to keep everything going that way. So if you want to be the next level, you always got to act the next level. That's another little bit of advice for you guys right there. And don't let anyone ever tell you different, that you can't do anything, because the whole difference of saying it's impossible is I'm possible in that. It's classic, stuff from back in the day, but it makes sense, right? I mean, that's how you got to look at it. So keep pushing forward. Try not to let anything get to you. You're going to have your good days. You're going to have your bad days. But at the same time, the good days far outweigh the bad ones. And if you are having consistent and bad days, try and look in the mirror and ask yourself, why is that happening? And try and course correct a little bit, and you'll be okay. So for anyone going through a challenge right now, whether it's physically, mentally, medically, whatever it may be, just know that just keep pushing it forward and take care of yourself. Try and get as much rest as you can, sleep as much as you can. And definitely do what you need to do to keep yourself as motivated and as happy as possible. And if you don't have haters, you haven't arrived. So if you have haters, just know that you're doing something right, because that's usually garnering some attention that way. So I appreciate all the kind words from all of you guys here in the chat. James Morrison, one of my top YouTube food reviewers, just keep grinding. Thanks so much, James. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of my day ones and all of you peeps that have been here for a while, you know how I roll with these things. So you already know what it is there. And yes, Nayre, haters are your biggest motivators. Personally, you already know how it is. Absolutely there. The biggest way to actually get back at haters is to shine even brighter. So that's the biggest thing. So that's what I'm really excited about, is just to keep the star moving, so to speak, because you guys are all the reason that it is moving the way that it is. That's the reason why we have 43,000 plus quality subscribers that are really tuning in and checking things out and just, you know, letting me know what works, what doesn't, letting me know what they hate about it, which is good too. So believe me, there's a little of something for everybody, and I greatly appreciate that. And for those who say that people are not into fast food anymore, that's not true, clearly. Because even though it's getting expensive, people got to eat, but you got to know what to spend your money on, right? So that's the thing. I think it's going to be more important than ever to see people like myself, to see people like a lot of others in the foodie community that are doing this on the daily, putting it out there, because you want to make sure you're spending your money where it's going to get you the most benefit. And if it's going to look as good as it does, and if you have a good experience, you're more inclined to go there and to give it a try. So I'd rather have that going than taking a chance and playing Russian roulette with my wallet, because these days you can't. You just really can't. So all right, so guys, with that, let me jump on over here. The last few things. Connor Brown, sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. Last time, Little Caesars had to wait over an hour because of Crazy Puffs. Wow. Yeah, they're still in high demand. I want to see the mac and cheese version of that, actually, that they have up in Canada. I would love to see that. I really would. Good times. Peep this out. I finally got a chance to try the new BK Philly Melt. Mozzarella fries, birthday pie, cotton candy freeze. I reviewed all of it. You remember. Good times. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. That is a good situation there. I hope you've got a good workout regimen, Tony. I just want you to know that, because, you know, it's all about moderation. Remember that. It's all about moderation. Connor Brown, you're my #1 favorite food reviewer. Keep going. Great things, man. I hope you feel better. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys humble me with your kind words. I appreciate it. Putting our money where our mouth is, literally. Spence, very well put. That's exactly how actually, that should be a bumper sticker right there. That is pretty awesome right there. And Ed Keaton, don't pay haters no mind. It's a question of mind over matter. Don't pay no mind, because in the end, they don't matter. There you go. There you go. Randy Molina, shout outs to you there. And shout outs to everyone here in the chat. What I'm going to do is, I know we're almost right up on 9 o'clock already, so I was able to kind of stretch this just a little bit here as well. So I'm going to be here in the chat for about another minute or so until the stream ends. But guys, thank you so much for jumping on right now. We'll look forward to next week as well. And we'll definitely review something. I'll see if I can try and do something that is not chips or drink related, so to speak. Or if it is, it's something a little bit more like mainstream, like something that will be like a reason for you to want to check that out there as well. So shout outs to every single one of you guys here in the chat. Lynn Sanger, thanks so much for jumping on. Matt Dummett, of course. And to everyone else here, Drew's Food Reviews, Nayray225, official channel of the Frog Mafia, Buzz7332. I appreciate all the super chat donations, anything that you guys may have done, which you guys can always do after the fact as well. All the videos have the super thanks option there as well too. So if you ever want to do that, I've been seeing that occasionally from some of you guys, and I appreciate that. You guys can always do that to the channel as well. But again, it all goes right back into it. So thank you so much for that as well. And of course, all of you guys are going to be listed down below. Anyone who may have done anything on PayPal during the stream, like I always say, we'll definitely do that in the description box for you guys too as well too there. So Nayray, surprised you don't wear shades in your reviews. Future's too bright. Shout outs to you there. I used to have the Thug Life ones, if you remember, but one side broke. I got to get that fixed right over there. So, and yes, Drew, I will put the cookie down a little later. I still have Star Wars cookies left over, by the way. I'm trying to get rid of that package, so we'll see what goes on there as well too. But shout outs to all of you guys wherever you're at around the world, around the country. If you're watching this naturally, stay cool, definitely have a drink handy, and watch out for the paper straws at Mickey D's, because I haven't seen that over here by me just yet. But like I said, it is what it is, but it's the world we're living. The times, they are a-changing, you know, they are a-changing. So all right, last time, guys, this replay will be available Saturday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow, the 22nd of June. The 23rd will be another review for you guys that I have planned. And then we'll lead into the week coming up. And then naturally, it'll be Friday before you know it. This has been a very fast week. I'm glad this week is over, like I said, so now we can move on from it. So I will be here for another minute or so. Let me jump on over real quick, and shout outs to all of you guys. A very happy birthday once again to Ed Keaton and his brother Lito as well. From celebrating this past Monday. I remember from that last time, so shout outs to you there, my friend, if you're still watching. And we will call it a night. It's time for me to grab a drink and put on a little skull cap and rest for a while before getting this stream together later on tonight. So I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support as always. You guys make the channel what it is. I greatly appreciate it. And with that, This is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for June 21st, 2024. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everybody, and shout outs to everyone watching from wherever you're watching it from, whether it's from San Felipe, Mexico, shout outs to you there, or anywhere else in between on mobile, on your desktop. I greatly appreciate you guys, and we will definitely talk soon. So with that, I think it is time to grab something to drink and relax for the evening. You guys hopefully are going to do the same, and I will talk to you on the next piece of content officially this weekend, and then naturally on the next stream. So I love you guys, and I'll definitely talk to you soon. And with that, peace. I'm out.